carpet.
The metal's deep. You can get stuff out of it.
The way they dress, the leather.
Let's talk a little bit about the history of the group. You originally started the band back in, when was it, 1964?
Oh, no, it was later than that.
Later than that. 71? 72?
72. No, it was 2012.
2012. Yeah, because I remember I was in a group called Riot Box.
I was in Failing Grace. It was a skiffle group.
Yeah, Skittles group, and we ended up joining Pete Easton's outfit, Blue Hearts.
Blue Hearts.
Yeah, it's the Blue Hearts. Yeah. But it turns out there was
another band at the time called the Blue Hearts.
Blue Hearts.
So we had to change our name.
Yeah, so we were thinking about changing the name, but at the end of the we just thought, what's the point? So we thought, we looked at each other, so might as well team up, and we became Fruit and Nut. Fruit and Nut. Yeah. Got the idea for the name. When I was at a bar, I used to sleep with the barmaid for a free beer. I'd go in, have my pints, and I saw behind the bar. I was like, "What's that?"
It was a sign.
Yeah, it was a sign.
It was like it was a sign.
It was a sign. It was a literal bar sign.
Was a sign.
A sign from and it's just said Fruit and Nut.
I think it was 95p. Something
Yeah,
like
95p.
Which I thought was extortion.
Yeah, but it's just Fruit and Nuts, isn't it? But
it's a recession.
But I thought there's something there, isn't there? So
we took that on as our
name.
Yeah.
And then later, of course, we became the XXX GiRLS.
Yeah, well, it's just XXX GiRLS.
Just there's no there at all.
We have to get it right. Promoters
XXX GiRLS. Yeah, just does.
Heading out tonight with 6 of my best guys. Grab a poison powder so I can revive.
Your first drummer was...
No, I was always the first drummer. I'm still the drummer.
Still the drummer, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I do sometimes.
Yeah, you get the
sometimes
drums.
I will drum.
Yeah, he does the drums.
Depends on the gig really.
The gig really, yeah. The gig calls for drums, but most gigs do.
They usually do call for drums.
They
normally say, do you have a drummer?
And the answer is like, yeah.
It's yes.
Yeah, we do.
We do have a drummer.
Yeah, but no, we used to have a bassist. Barney St. Travers. Barney St. Travers. Great guy. Great lovely guy. Yeah, terrible bassist, but took him under our wing, didn't we?
Yeah, his heart was in the right place. Yeah. Lovely lad.
Yeah. What happened to him?
Well, it's not a very pleasant story.
Sad story. Yeah, he died.
He died.
Yeah. Yeah, or moved to Drumfield.
Was it he moved to Drumfield?
Oh, I always get them confused. Pretty similar. Anyway.
No, I think he did. He moved to Drumfield.
So
it's very similar.
Never to be seen again.
Yeah. I don't think if anybody ever moves to Drumfield, I don't think you can ever leave. It's sort of like a limbo, essentially. But you can leave limbo, can't you?
You can leave limbo. No, can you?
I don't know. I think it depends how high the bar is.
Yeah, you have to get under the bar.
I think if it's low down, I think it depends on your size and your back.
Yeah,
but
I think you're right.
Not many people can limbo.
Can limbo.
Yeah.
And he was replaced by...
I figured out that it's a bit of a top tip there, but at the end of your guitar there are these wood or metal or
pegs.
Some sort of
almost
element
as if
material.
It's like a little imprint.
Not like washing line pegs.
No,
not
like a clipping
kind of like
peg.
a door handle, but smaller.
It's very miniature.
Yeah, it's a small thing, so it's easy to miss. And I found out that you could use that to make your guitar go lower.
Because not a lot of people even realise that they're there on
the
the guitar.
That's why they have bassists, because they don't know to make their guitar lower. So now
I think if more people were aware, then there would
be less bassists. Yeah. Like we look at bands with bassists now and think,
do they know?
Do they know? What's the point?
They probably don't. They're probably unaware.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can tune these. It's called tuning.
Tuning.
Did you know?
Yeah. Well, is that?
No, that's the correct term.
Oh, it comes from the Japanese.
It comes from the fish tuna.
Tuna.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I thought it was
because they also have these little pegs on the side of them, and that's how they swim. They have little peggy feet.
Peggy feet.
And that's where it comes from. Pegs.
We're very lucky in a sense that we've got two visionaries in the band, both like
like poets, you know, like Shelley or Byron or people like that. The two totally distinct types of visionaries. It's like fire and ice, basically. You see, and I feel my role is to, in the band, is to be kind of in the middle of that, kind of like lukewarm water, in a sense.
Let's talk about your reviews a little bit. The review you had on Shit Sandwich, which was merely a 2-word review, just said shark sandwich.
Oh, it's that fucking Jaws thing again, isn't it?
We told them
time and time again. We're not, you know, the theme tune from Jaws. We are nothing like that. Like,
obviously we're nothing like
obviously we are nothing like that.
If you've heard us, we're nothing.
We're nothing like the theme tune from Jaws.
We've told them before.
Told it a million times. Never, yeah. So,
shark sandwich.
Fucking shark sandwich. Anyway, that's why we don't listen to the press, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, I never listen to reviews.
No, no.
Reviews.
I always say, if you're going to review something,
you should review it yourself.
Yeah.
Because
like,
you're the best person to review your own work.
That's what, because like other people, they're not as attached to it as you are.
Yeah, they
like,
don't see it how you're
they're more
supposed to see it.
objective. They think that, you know, they're listening to whether it's good or not. Whereas when we review our own stuff, we know it's good.
That's why I've never liked audiences.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your music today. One thing that puzzles me is the makeup of your audience. It seems to be predominantly young boys.
Well, it's a sexual thing, really.
I mean, you know, we're up there on stage. I'm moving my hips. I've got my jaggings on, and we've got armadillos in our trousers. You know,
we've got tight trousers on.
Trousers on. You know.
Of course, you can't see mine because of the
drums.
kit.
The drums. But if the drums weren't there, the drums weren't there.
We wanted to have an invisible drum kit, but we couldn't find one. I don't know.
Turns out,
too invisible.
Turns out, for drums, you actually need the drums there.
Plus, we wouldn't be able to see the drums to hit them if they were invisible.
So, you know, we just thought, end of the day, too much trouble. More trouble than it's worth.
Get a normal one, I think it's red.
But you don't feel that these guys have an effect on an audience? I mean, the kids go to their concert, they have a great time.
But it's a passing thing. It's, I mean, I would never tell them this, but this is a fad.
Yeah, this song's about, like, a bit peckish one day, weren't we?
We were
a bit
getting
peckish.
Hungry.
Yeah, wanted some lunch.
It'd been a long day, so we thought,
long day,
we need a bit of nutrition. So we went to, they have these sandwich restaurants.
Oh, we was on our way to band practice, weren't we?
No, we were writing.
No,
we were just writing at mine.
We were writing at your house, because, you know, sometimes you just write.
Sometimes you just need to write.
You just need to write, you know.
You can practice all you like, but if you've not written anything,
then what are you going to practice?
Exactly, you've got nothing to practice.
It doesn't work, does it?
No, you just end up not doing anything really, and it's a waste of time. But we were hungry. We went to this sandwich shop called Subway, and
it's a restaurant, not a shop.
Well, they sell things.
Restaurant / shop.
Yeah, I don't know the correct term. So if you can say that anymore, can you?
Yeah. Well, I got my spicy Italian with jalapeno sauce.
He got jalapeno
sauce on my spicy Italian. And we were going to go for the meatballs, weren't we?
We were,
but soggy bread.
When the bread goes soggy,
we want a sandwich, not a fucking stew.
Yeah, it's like having a soup with bread dipped in, which is lovely at times, but
you know, you need
bread,
a bowl, don't you?
I mean, I don't eat soggy bread. I think only ducks should eat soggy bread.
Yeah, that's for ducks, isn't it? We're not ducks.
I like the way you handle my 6-inch, 6-inch, double me, pack it in tight. You ask me what I want for filling. It's just you and my dreams.
So anyway, we're ordering our sandwiches, and the girl making them is an attractive lady, proper fit babe.
She was a beautiful bird.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But The sandwiches weren't very good,
It wasn't the best Subway that I'd ever had.
No, I've had better.
It was down there with the worst. Actually.
Yeah.
Well, I think we put it down to the fact that, you know, it seemed like it was her first day.
It was her first day.
She didn't know how to authorise card transactions.
Oh,
these days we've got machines to do that. And
so you know there was no excuse really. But she was so fit. We thought
she was very good looking.
Yeah, so we thought we thought we'll let it slide.
And we wrote a song.
Yeah, about it.
I haven't seen her since. I think she's been sacked.
Yeah,
but it's not really a surprise, really.
Yeah. Can't keep a girl on because she's fit. As much as
you'd like to. She probably got customers in, but then they didn't come back.
Yeah, and
they left. Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
Or maybe she just didn't like the hours.
Transaction decline. Transaction on the rise. Subway babe, you made my sandwich and you made my day. Subway babe, won't you be my sandwich slave?
We always think that the best songs are from personal experience.
That's true.
Yeah. So we wrote about
something close to home.
Close to home. Something we've all experienced.
When you're when you get to a certain age,
it's inevitable. When I was 17, I could drink a crate of Budweiser and fuck all night, but you know, I'm not 17 anymore. And, yeah, that's what you got to realise.
No, none of us are getting any older.
No, we're not getting any younger.
That's right.
Yeah, we are getting older.
We are getting older.
We are getting older.
Yeah.
No, that's the problem. That's what we're getting older.
That's the song is about
getting older,
getting old,
and also I like the bit in 28 Days Later.
The inevitable, it's death essentially.
Yeah.
It's very dark. It's a very dark song.
It's quite fearful in that respect.
I've had a lot tonight. Is it really a surprise? I'm not unique. It happens to most guys. I like to drink. It's not a sin. If you want, I'll try to thumb it in.
I really like the drum beat to.
Complicated by that Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne.
She used to be married to Sum 41. Yeah. Now she's married to Nickelback. Yeah.
She's great. Still making great music.
Great music. Great music.
Big fan.
Great
big fan of hers.
Big fan of Avril Lavigne.
We take a lot of inspiration from her.
Yeah.
I really like the drum beat in that song. So we.
So complicated. Yeah.
And the thing is, it's not that complicated either.
No.
I think
the song was probably named after the lyrical matter rather than the drum beat.
Do you think so?
I don't know. I'm not Avril Lavigne.
No, I mean...
Maybe her drummer just isn't very good.
Yes, I think that was it.
That was it.
He wasn't a very good drummer, and he found it really complicated.
So that's why the song was called Complicated.
Now Nickelback write all the songs. It's not that complicated, because they know how to write songs.
Yeah.
Sort of.
So we took the drum beat from Nickelback. No, from Avril Lavigne. This is the same band, yeah. And then we got the bit from 28 Days Later with the zombies, you know, because death links up, doesn't it?
Zombies.
Death, zombies.
And zombies are complicated in
they
their
are.
own way.
It's like the science to create a zombie is...
I don't think they've mastered it.
No,
I
don't think...
I think they're still quite a while off.
I've always been saying, like, we're not ready for zombies. So...
and that mixed in with erectile dysfunction.
Whoa, I'll show you some affection. Yeah. Whoa, if I get an erection.
Yeah. Well, you were a fan of
I'm a big Chris DiBergi fan.
We both are really. Yeah. And we saw.
I love what he does with his eyebrows.
Yeah. And we saw how many
really
players
powerful.
his song had got Lady in Red.
We were on
so
YouTube.
We were like,
yeah.
Yeah, we were like, we could do that.
There's a lot of views.
So people must be searching for Lady in Red a lot. So we thought,
Yeah,
might as well.
We'll write a Lady in Red.
Write Lady in Red.
Well, I heard you've got the painters in. I found something in the toilet bin. Watch out for rusty beavers.
His song, the original Lady in Red, is in fact about about the menstrual cycle.
And it's
we wrote it really in homage to that.
In homage to that, and we very much feel that this is the song women would write about the menstrual cycle if women were capable of writing music.
Yeah.
We very much
normally they just get Nickelback to write it for them,
they get
and it
confused.
doesn't come off sounding anything like a woman would have wrote.
No. So
we
we were trying very hard for that.
We were. Yeah. I think we've captured it
perfectly.
Quite well.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I mean, I haven't actually had a period, so.
No, I mean I came close once, but
I've had blood on my crotch, but I don't think it's the same thing, is it?
Essentially.
Is it
not?
Is it not? No, maybe. No, yeah.
Maybe.
No, we've both had periods, so we
have first-hand knowledge.
First-hand knowledge. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we capture it so well. Pokemon, How I Learned to Tame My Pocket Monster. Obviously, we were boys.
We were boys.
We were boys.
Well, back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
And
I was a little nipper.
Yeah, boys like Pokemon. It's a fact.
I mean, all children.
Yeah, all children.
Love Pokemon.
But boys, especially.
I think it's more girls.
Do you think girls?
Yeah, and that's we like to appeal to girls.
Yeah, but
to an extent.
So we just talk about our experiences. And,
so it was a bloody good game, really.
Yeah. End of the day. It was a good game, and we don't want people to forget that.
Say goodbye to mom and I step into the wild. Now I'm 10 years old, I'm no longer a child. Heading out into the world, seeking my fame.
And we think the adults should still incorporate the magic that is Pokemon.
Well, we were worried we weren't appealing to children.
Yeah, it's always been a big worry.
And children are a big market because they've got nothing else to spend their money on.
But they don't have that much money.
Oh, they don't, do they?
But their parents give them money.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't have wrote this one then.
Well, we've always wanted to appeal to a broader audience anyway.
It's like, watch that band, like Air Jockey. No.
Air Jockey?
Air Jockey. Yeah, I think it's Air Jockey.
Yeah.
Singer with the big fucking lips.
Yeah.
You probably would if you were drunk. Did a lot of heroin. American.
No, so they sang that for the film.
For that film, yeah, about the asteroid, and we saw that song and we were like, oh, we could do that.
I know that I was wrong. I wish you told me all along. Won't you give me one more chance? I'll show you, baby, just how much your loving means to me. Baby, I'm begging.
Yeah, we thought we could. We could write
a love song,
a ballad.
Yeah,
a kind of rock ballad.
So we just sort of thought, give it a bash.
Give it a bash. It's.
And
I think it's a beautiful song.
Well, you see, like, the strings, like that's something we've always wanted to work with. Like we're very influenced
we're very influenced by
classical music.
Yeah.
Like
neither of us can
like
can
Beethoven.
play strings.
No, of course
We have
not.
to improvise.
So yeah, I think we used a computer in the end.
Yeah, I mean,
You can do everything with computers these days.
I wish I knew just what to say. Things used to be so clear, but now it's like nothing makes sense without you here.
So when we did a bit of research into whaling,
And it turns out that shit's
pretty horrible. I thought it was supposed to be quite a nice hobby, because when people say they're having a whale of a time,
yeah, you think
you would assume that
you're having a good time.
It's a fun thing to do.
But these fucking whales, they're not having a good time.
The whales aren't enjoying it. They're dying.
They're having a bad time.
Yeah.
We thought, you know,
thousands of whales. I think.
like,
I don't know where I'll get these statistics from, but thousands of whales each year are being killed.
And like I didn't think that was on, but then I checked it, and it turns out it's definitely not on.
It's not on.
It's
no,
not on.
No, it's off.
Yeah.
So we thought we would write a song to
help do our part.
It was to bring just to bring awareness that, that these things are going on in Greenland and Japan and Iceland and other places like that. Japanese places really. But these people, I think that the people that are whaling do it because they do enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think that's all it is. It's
just enjoyment.
Essentially, it's like kind of poaching.
It's like they're poaching a whale.
And I think that they do
scrumping for apples, but with whales.
Exactly. Yeah. And I do think that they do have a whale of a time when they're doing it.
So
hence the.
I mean, who are we to stop them?
I mean, we can't really tell people not to have a hobby and not to do, but at the same time, the whales aren't enjoying it at all. So.
But then I'm proper into fox hunting.
Well, that's ginger though, aren't they? So
ginger little shits.
It's okay with.
I think it's
that.
proper bow.
It is at the same time. It's quite bow.
So anyway,
we'll
let you be the judge, the audience.
But yeah, it's about bringing awareness that these things are going on, and to pledge money to save the world. I don't know what the money would go to, but there are organisations that
the money we got so far, we just sort of put it in a bag and dropped it in the sea, didn't we?
Yeah, we thought we'll give it direct.
Yeah, people.
It's like a direct debit.
Yeah, it's just
straight
like
into the whales,
into the sea,
because they can use the money much better
whatever they want. Yeah, well, we don't know what they need.
I've heard of all these corrupt charity organisations, whereas I think if you give the money directly to them,
they could do up those schools, the fish schools of fish. Do those up with the money we dropped.
I've heard the schools are they're on their way down.
Are they?
Yeah,
fish schools.
They're not great. I don't think they're getting that much funding anymore.
I'm not sure we could help a problem of that scale.
She thinks she's a 10, but she looks a 16. Something smells fishy. You know what I mean? Let's get a taxi back to mine. We'll get a 6-seater. I'll touch you up in the back, you filthy sea creature.
Tits for gold. Where to start on this one? Oh, see, I was fucking this girl, Stokoe.
She was from Stoke.
She was from Stoke, and at the time, Kurt was with a German girl. So it was Goko and Stokoe, and we just weren't getting very much done.
No. And I went on holiday.
You went on holiday,
so I needed a break from all of it,
Yeah, so I was like, might as well write a song, and I wrote about I was having sex.
You were, yeah.
Yeah.
Not when he was writing it.
Not when no.
This was after.
After. And after the sex, I had blood all over my bed.
Somehow.
And I was like, are you on the blob? Like, I'm not bothered, you should just say.
Just tell me if you're
just tell me. But she wasn't. So it's a mystery.
It was a shocker.
It was a shocker.
Yeah.
And
he
turns out,
emailed me and he was.
Yeah,
he
was
didn't
like,
know what was going on. Yeah,
so I thought, you know, might as well write a song about it. Turns out I just cut my elbow somehow, but you know.
But that can happen during sex if it's quite vigorous.
Yeah. Elbow cut.
Good to go, 50-minute show. Oh no, no, no! Red sheets at night, it's her delight. Tits for gold! Tits for gold!
And you know, I'd leave it at that.
It's true, you know, take what you want from the song. From the song.
Something we've all been there.
It's ambiguous, you know. Listen to it. Don't listen to it.
Written that way.
It's an option. You don't have to listen to the song.
Listen to it.
Sometimes I don't.
No,
and sometimes I do. It's you know, it depends on the mood really.
Depends what you're doing.
It does.
You don't listen to it over Sunday lunch.
No.
No. Mum would burn the Yorkshires. Oh well, not very many people know this, but we're big fans of rap music.
I adore rap music.
Yeah, like I often say, if there isn't any other kind of music to play, we'll play some rap.
That's right.
That's what I always say.
Sometimes there is usually other music to play though.
Yeah, so we don't actually listen
a second
to very much rap.
Yeah.
Writing this one was quite difficult because I didn't know how to create a Will Smith sound on my guitar. So my friend pointed out, he was like, "You heard that Nile Rodgers from Chic?" Well, yeah. So what I did was I just ripped him off. I just took some of his lines and just transposed them and created our own song.
I guess right now I got nothing to lose, and Morpheus tells me I must choose. I decide to take the red pill. Shh, y'all, don't tell Uncle Phil. I wake up for what I'm told is the first time. But what about all these old memories of mine? I see my girl Trinity and she looks tight. This might be alright. On the Nebuchadnezzar, it's time to train.
Yeah, we went for the Will Smith idea as
tribute.
Well, really. It was a tribute.
Or maybe a what could have been.
What could have been.
What could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he was originally offered the role of Neo in The Matrix.
In The Matrix.
Yeah, and he turned it down because they wouldn't let him write the theme tune. He did
Wild
Wild West instead. I say is the better film.
I prefer it.
Yeah. He made the right choice, as he always does.
Definitely. And you've got to do what's right for you.
But you got to think.
And it definitely was.
Yeah, but what could have been. So we thought, why think what could have been when we could make it have been?
It was a toss-up. We were going to do a Keanu Reeves song about the Wild West.
Yeah. And we thought,
we preferred rap.
Yeah, we were like, we don't want to take the piss.
People have got to realise that we're serious.
Yeah. So we thought, so we wrote it.
Bullets flying at me, I just stick out my palm. Jump into the AIDS and blow them up like a bomb. Boom, look at all these powers, man, you think I can fake this? I'll sit on my throne as the prince of the Matrix.
Plug into the Matrix.
Plug into the Matrix.
Love it in the Matrix.
I love it in the Matrix.
From Philly to the Matrix.
From Philly to the Matrix. Yeah, Big Willie's in the Matrix.
Plug into the Matrix.
So I was watching this film about unruly children. Yeah, Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They all got detention.
A documentary.
And they didn't really learn their lesson.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I would be surprised if that was the only detention that they got. They'd probably be.
Oh no, I think there was due to be a sequel to that.
Yeah. Obviously.
It's a great film.
Obviously, it wasn't very popular.
Great.
I'm not sure if many people have seen The Breakfast. So.
I don't think. I think it was more of an independent film, wasn't it?
Yeah. A bit of a small one.
Bloody good that.
It was alright,
And
it's no Wild West.
It's no Wild West. No.
And we thought, we heard Breakfast Club, and then that made us think about Wetherspoons.
The Wetherspoons, yeah.
Because we go to Wetherspoons for breakfast.
Hey, 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 hey! Oh!
Fucking so you wake up in the morning, and this happens to me and fucking Katie all the time. You got the meat sweats, you got the alcohol sweats,
There's only one cure.
There's only one
really.
cure, really. Like, yeah, it's been a situation we've been in a while, and there is only one cure for it.
Basically, you just have to go to your nearest Wetherspoons.
Yeah.
And order a large breakfast and a pint.
Pint of Ruddles.
A pint of Ruddles. Sometimes I have a John Smith's.
Sometimes when
depends if I'm feeling posh that day. You
like,
can't beat the creamy key.
You like a smoothness of the John Smiths, don't you?
Smooth John Smiths.
So yeah, I prefer the
Not
Alia.
harsh.
I like a harsher.
Alia.
Yeah,
Alien.
Alia. The
Alien.
Alia. The Alia.
It's more ale-y.
It's ale.
Ale.
Yeah, I like that.
But we've always been a fan of the Wetherspoons breakfast. It comes out and it's not too hot. It's more cold.
Yeah, because you don't want to burn your mouth.
The beans are especially cold.
Oh yeah, cold beans. Cold beans. That's important.
I like the sausage. It's it's nearly a sausage. When they used to do black pudding.
Oh, black pudding. Oh. Black pudding on mushroom. You just be like.
And they made you choose.
They made you choose.
Yeah, why can't I have both?
Why can't I have both? You can't. That's not what the breakfast is.
It wasn't an option really.
It wasn't an option.
So we thought we would choose one, and it was usually black pudding.
Usually black pudding, yeah. But then they took that away, and now we only have mushroom.
I don't think they do mushroom anymore.
Do you not do mushroom? Is it getting smaller, the breakfast?
I think it's still a large breakfast. It's still the same size on the menu. It's still large, but they're getting less and less things in it. It's a joke, really. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
You know.
So
salty bacon. But we would always see these these group of old men.
Not together. Sat alone.
No, not together.
Sat alone.
No, when I say group, I mean a series of individuals, and they would all be sat alone, drinking. They don't usually eat their breakfast, do they?
No, they don't really.
But they would have.
They're always
a drink.
very smart.
Well.
What
Do you mean smartly dressed?
They got a tie on.
They do. I mean, I have this theory that they do tell their wives they're on their way to work, but I think they were laid off a few years ago.
So yeah. Basically.
I mean, it really is a sad glimpse into an inevitable future, really.
And I mean, that's put it in perspective for you, doesn't it?
Too much
fucking perspective. But I guess that's what that song's about.
It's about old men in
Old men
Wetherspoons
in Wetherspoons.
and their sausages.